Failing forward. I wanted to wrap the year with something I've done a lot of this year, and that is failing. See, we make ourselves to-do lists, this and that we want to accomplish, and then some of them turn out to be a glorious mess. But actually, falling is so important. That's how we learn to just about anything. But as we get older and start to wear a tie, it's like we have to become this really responsible person. So we put on a thick mask to cover up all our possible flaws. And those with the greatest masks are often put in leader's position. And that's what's happening to entire adulthood right now. Humanity is there wearing its thick mask of seriousness, while really under it, we're all just babies who have utterly no f***ing clue. And though the kids inside us are trying to connect, there's something inside that's keeping us separate. And see, one thing that's dangerous about this is that when you think you protect yourself from failing, what you're actually protected against is success. Success and failure, they're walking through the same door. Success demands that we put ourselves out there. Failure is like the packaging of success. So you know, there's just a lot of it. But when we become scared of failing because we might lose that mask of identity, well, and remember, it's the earth as a whole we're talking about here, not just me or you. But it makes it harder and harder to change, because there's a fundamentally intelligent beast inside us. So f***ing intelligent. And it just knows that if you try new things, you're bound to fail a little. And that's totally okay. It's just our mind's job to let us know of these possibilities, to make us ready. But we're not really taught to use that input wisely, so often we'll hold back instead of diving in. And it's making me think of one of my favorite ads ever. In it, you see a girl walk into a scary situation, and then she steps back a little. And another situation, and she steps back again. So you kind of get the feeling that she's given up on all these things. But then you realize that in every situation, she was just stepping back to gather momentum, and then she dives right in. So we humans can get stuck in a rut, because at least it's a safe rut. And we do it all out of love. The reason why we trap ourselves is love. I love you so much that I will put you in this safe box. And there's no blame here. It's understandable. It's just not an efficient method. And of course I'm telling that to myself first. Because really, this year has been one of the hardest in my life. Like, 2018. But though I had some actual challenges, nothing really that bad happened. And you know who was my biggest enemy? Me! It's like I was not available to catch life's greatest treasures because I was too busy using a stiff version of myself to bash my own face. And really the reason why I was doing that is not because I hate myself, I love myself. I love myself so much that I was trying to keep it trapped in safety. Because I knew that if I really stepped in my power, I would probably end up doing all kind of probably dangerous, awesome things. Oh my god. And now you see, I seem to have been doing them anyway. Because, well, that's my nature, and I've been filming so many things. Writing like a madman to create something wonderful for you. And I'm sincerely so sorry that it's taking time. But I'm also really glad of what I've done and what I grew up to be. So I'll try to switch this bad habit now, and instead of apologizing, I think what I mean is, thank you so much for caring. And the failures are literally part of the magic here. And I'm fine being that kid who looks stupid for making all these promises, because I know they're coming. And all the failures that ever comes before any one of our successes is just fuel to inspire others who also need to persevere. And I might sound silly trying to be all positive about it, but that's another thing about failure. Like for me, when my mind got so negative lately, I forgot to see the beauty of my mistakes, and I felt bad instead. And that made me doubt myself. And the doubt made me less able to hear the moment and be less grateful. And we all know what happens when you can't hear the moment and you're not grateful. It's a mad vicious cycle. And it can go on for months. But I won't let the illusion of safety lock me in. Because if there's one way from here to the wonderful future, it implies a lot of us failing in all kind of crazy, amazing ways. So here I am, gods of failure, take me hold! Like nature, I want to excel at failing. Pumpkins, pumpkins, pumpkins create hundreds of seeds, of which only few will become new pumpkins, because otherwise the earth would be filled with pumpkins. And what to say of sperms? Of all the times we'll make love, millions and millions and billions and trillions will fail for a few chosen tiny ones to become human babies. Do you realize how many humans there'd be on Earth if all sperms succeeded? Nature thrives through failing. You love your kids? Fail forward. You want to make the world a better place? Fail forward. You want to laugh and get inspired? Follow me on social medias. Just kidding. And 2018's been kind of a to you too, so you'd like to squeeze in the most you can out of all these failures? On a piece of paper, I listed all of my failures. Then I wrote all of my successes. Then all the lessons I got from either one. Then used all of that as some kind of constellation to guide me toward the next year. And kind of how I should aim at 2019. And finally, I asked myself, what moments of this year have I been the most happy? And that's a pretty great question, and it gives clues about who we are and thus where we could be going. I really suggest you try this game, it's fucking awesome. We're almost done. Good job, little focusing human. Now to finish, I'd like to express a wish I have for humanity for this year. I wish for peace between generations. Because while some of us are angry at the baby boomers, while others are judging the youngs for not being up to some expectations, we're just driving deeper into misunderstanding each other. But what's really happening is baby boomers are coming closer and closer to dying sooner or later. And we'll feel so bad for not having been wise enough to settle our differences earlier. But if we do manage to resolve them and to realize that we're all on the same lovely boat, no matter how different we are, then ideas will start to flow again, then money will start to flow again, and I will dare to play my part in it, and I hope you do too. If you enjoy what I do, please stay tuned because it's about to get a whole lot greater, slowly but surely. It's worth it. We've got one planet, time to have fun helping the kids save it. And I'll leave you with that. I hope the power of your past joins hand with the power of your present to join hands with the passion of your presence to co-create the wonderful future. Because heck, when we close our eyes, we can all see it. See you soon, honored to share this journey with you.